All right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right.
What is up, guys? It's FX Brandon here again. How have y'all been? In today's video, I kind of wanted to just talk to you guys about that one thing that took my trading to the next level. I'm talking about that one thing that went for me to kind of being consistent, being profitable, to just being profitable and consistent across the board. I mean, it changed my winning percentage from like, what was it? It was a major change. That's all I gotta say. This one thing really helps you observe the market in such a way that you're not just boom 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 hopping in trades. So yeah, as well as how we had a $10,000 profit trading week. So I'll kind of show you guys the risk rewards we took and show you like the profits that we hit on each trade through MetaTrader 4. Now, don't mind the background. I am getting a new setup, a new mic, a new desk, all that stuff. So the video should be a little better quality. Should be set up within the next week or two. But yeah, with that being said, let's get right into the video and roll the intro. Okay, guys, so that one thing that made me consistent across the board and change my trading, it's one idea, but two subjects. And it's gonna sound so simple, but it's simple to the point where people just overlook it. You know, it's like when you say consistency is key and people are like, yeah, 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 yeah. You gotta understand, like, when people say that, you don't just say, yeah, it's true. You really gotta dive into it and, implement it in whatever you're doing. So with that being said, the one thing with the two ideas inside of it is, firstly, patience. And now let me dive into that so you guys can have a deeper understanding of what that means. One thing I would encourage you guys to do is, when you open your laptop and you are ready to trade, just set a rule for yourself that you cannot take a trade within at least the first 5 to 10 minutes. Because I would catch myself opening the laptop ready to trade. Oh, I see a setup right there. It's right there. Boom, boom, boom. 3 trades all of a sudden. Like, no. Sometimes in a rare occasion, where you're doing analysis for a couple minutes and you'll see it and it'll actually be a good setup, that's a little different. But for the most part, you really got to think to yourself, like, well, am I really seeing this, or am I just eager to get into the market? You know what I mean? So that's the one thing you guys got to do. Set up a rule for yourself to the point where, like, you can understand that you're not just wanting to hop in the market because you're eager to trade. It's, don't let your emotions tie into it. Be patient. Do analysis. There's always opportunities to get back into the market. Believe me, when you hop in a trade and it does some kind of movement, there's always going to be a retest. If there's not a retest, don't take the trade. Wait, there's plenty of opportunities. Plenty of charts go up without me and plenty of charts go down without me. The opportunities will never end. You guys have to learn to be patient, right? So with that second subject from the idea of being patient is confirmations. Guys, when you are patient, because I'll explain exactly what I'm talking to you in my own experience. I would enter a trade and I would literally see, because I'm an institutional trader, I'd literally see the schematic play out right in front of my eyes. And then I'm thinking to myself, why did I enter in so early? Because I wasn't patient. And I'm seeing now the confirmations being built right in front of my eyes. And so, um, back to, confirmations. You gotta wait, guys. Don't, it's called don't hope trade. Don't take a trade hoping it's gonna do this and that. No, be patient, observe for your confirmations. I would highly recommend for you guys to take a piece of paper down or a poster or whatever, write down your confirmations on a list. As many as you have, however many it is. If it's three, at least three. It better be at least three. 3 to whatever, 10, whatever, how many confirmations you need. 10 is a little too much, but write them down. And then every time you are going to trade, put that piece of paper next to you. when you are about to take a trade, look at that piece of paper that you wrote your confirmations on and literally just cross them out, or ask yourself, is this being set up? 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 See how many confirmations are in this trade. And then for me, if it's three or more, I'm taking the trade. If it's not three, then I'm not, because at that point, it's kind of like, oh, it's not, this trade is not worth it. Or I will just lower my risk on how much I'm risking within the trade and I'll hop in. So if I'm usually risking 0.5%, if it's only crossing off two of my three confirmations, first off, I won't even usually take the trade. But if it is to the point where like, this could kind of go the right way and I'm in that mindset, then I'll take it, but I will lower my risk so that if I do lose, it wasn't a full, regular trade loss. It was a lower risk because it was a lower probability trade. And that's kind of how you get that gambling sense out of you, that eagerness to trade. If you want to hop in the market because you're eager, if I'm risking 0.5%, if I ever wanted to do that, I'd probably risk like 0.1% and just hop in a bunch of trades. That way, if I lose, I'm not losing that much, but I'm still, managing proper risk and all that stuff. So, yeah. With that being said, that's kind of the main thing you guys got to look back on. Take a step back, be patient, and observe your confirmations, guys. You don't understand how important it is. A lot of people just say that, like, yeah, like, like I said, with the consistency is key. No, really dive into it and observe the market, guys. The market is, you got to trade with the market, treat the market as your friend because it's not your friend. So, really find peace with the market, study, do all your stuff. These two won't work obviously if you don't have a good trading strategy. So definitely you have to get that down first. But after you find a good strategy, because there's plenty out there, plenty of profitable strategies, believe me, add patience and confirmations to that list. Oh my God, your profitability will skyrocket. So yeah. Now, with those two being said, that's how I had this $10,000 trading week, which I'll get into right now. So let me pop open the charts and get that face cam going so you guys can see how we had that $10,000 week and how we hit that in like 4 trades. So let's get to it. Okay, guys. So hopping right into the charts. I believe it was 3 or 4 trades. Let me go ahead and take that off. So as you can see, we caught this whole movement from here all the way down to this area. Now, if I go ahead and put this on here, let me remove some of these things just so you guys can kind of see what the risk to reward on this was. Now, this was a 12-1 with a 6 pip stop loss. Now, 12-1, okay? I want you guys to go ahead and calculate 0.5% of a $100,000 account is $500. 12-1, that's $6,000 trade. Now, obviously, I did not hold this all the way down into here. I actually closed it right about here at a 7-1. So it was a 7 or 8-1 actually, which means it was a $4,000 trade. I will actually post the clip to that on the MetaTrader right now. Okay, guys. So just for your information, all my account like balances and stuff are gonna be masked, just because I know a lot of people personally that follow me on Instagram and might follow the YouTube channel that I don't really want to know. Want them to know how much I trade with, how much money I'm making on a monthly basis and all that stuff. So yeah, those are masked just for personal reasons. That might change in the future. Kind of have to see how things go. But yeah, for now, it's just going to be masked just so you guys know on a personal level. So thank you in advance. Okay, so as y'all saw, the profits on the MetaTrader, that was for the USDJPY, right? It was a great trade. I actually called it out on my Instagram. I'll put that up right here on the screen so y'all can go follow me. I always document all the trades I take on my story. So it's a nice little thing that you guys can see, the trades before and afters, kind of, how they play out. Now, this one was a USD CHF trade that I took. Now, this is actually another 12-1 that I'm hoping to play out, but this actually, we closed this one right about here at a 6-1, which was a $3,000 trade, and I'll throw those profits up right now as well. Okay, so as you guys saw, the profits on that one, that's already like a what was it, 4, 5, 4, 3, that's already $7,000 in two trades, right? And that's why risk to reward is so important, as you guys can see in my strategy. Next, so this is actually the AUD USD trade we took. I had to actually look at my MetaTrader because I honestly forgot. So yeah, as you can see, we did not enter over here. We entered right over here. I personally take all my trades on like the 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute. Mm, that's usually it. I base my trades off of all time frames, but I trade and take my actual positions on the 1 minute time frame. Now, obviously, if I would have held these trades a little longer, we could have made a lot more, but due to certain reactions and market close, I did close them early and all that kind of other stuff that went into it that I saw. Because whenever I take a trade, I'll actually, look at what it's doing throughout the day, not checking up on it every minute, but I'll usually see how it's kind of reacting and move my stop losses accordingly. So yeah, I'll pop up the charts on here so you guys can see the profit for the week. But yeah, guys, look forward to weekly videos coming out every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, one of those 3 days. And we're gonna just, get this journey going. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. To come on this journey with me. We're gonna, be growing like crazy. So with that being said, if you guys have any questions, hit me up on Instagram. I document all my trades on there on my story as well for you guys to see the befores and afters. So hope everyone has a great trading week ahead of them. And it's Brandon out. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out, guys.